Hello, my beautiful Aries. How are you doing? My name is SimplyVelca, and today, darling, I'm going to be doing your weekly July 2021 horoscope reading, tarot horoscope reading. So if you find any cards that resonate with you, Aries, let me know in the comments below. I always like to call them your aha moments that you have with the cards. Let me know, because that is how I keep up with y'all through the comments, Aries. As well, interesting cards that came flying out. As well, if you do enjoy this tarot reading today, Aries, or you just enjoy my vibe, honey, I would really appreciate it if you were to give this video a like and subscribe, Aries, because it does help me out a lot. And Aries, I'm super appreciative when you guys take that extra step to do that for me. But remember to use your intuition when it comes to receiving this July reading today, because put it in perspective, I'm just a man reading some tarot cards to you. You know your situation better than I ever possibly could, so take the cards that resonate, leave what doesn't. So let's just jump into your reading today, Aries. So, as you noticed, I already showed you guys the Devil card and the Ace of Pentacles coming up for you guys. This is what came flying out for the energy that you guys are currently dealing with. So, Aries, what's going on here, darling? This is letting me know that there's some type of devil associated with either like your finances, some devil in your work life, some type of devil just in your stability overall. This could be the devil in terms of your mindset, your approach to finances, and how you handle things as well, Aries. And so what does the devil mean, right? The devil is an energy, you know, it's super villainizing energy, but it's more so I see the devil as like something that's actively playing a burden in your life rather than actually trying to elevate you. It's something that's trying to distract you. It's those blockages, it's those obstacles that we all deal with in our life, right? So sometimes the devil comes into the shape of a person. Other times it's just, you know, with our own internal as well. You already know, Aries. I always am about like working my gosh, on our internal selves, but we'll get into this a little bit. I'll keep it in mind for both for other parties and just for yourself. But for personally, I see this kind of as this situation, Aries, where some of you guys might be experiencing a little bit of a blockage when it comes to finances. I feel like I even tapped on this last week for you guys, Aries, of this impression of where you guys were having a little bit of a struggle or like worries about your finances, and just your overall stability. And because it's with the Ace of Pentacles, this is more of a situation on how you're able to manage this for yourself. So let's get some clarifiers on this. Let's start clarifying with this Devil card, see what this looks like. All right, just give me one more. So Aries, we have coming... Okay, Miss Tulip. We have the Five of Wands coming in. Oh, this is conflict. We have the Two of Cups. Oh, conflict with people, and Nine of Cups in the reverse. Oh my goodness, Aries. You guys are going through it emotionally this week, aren't you? This is showing to me a dynamic of where some type of relationship in your life kind of being in trouble. There's this worries about things being in the air, not sure how things are going to really pan out, right? This is kind of like trouble in paradise. This Two of Cups representing the connection that you have or the relationship that you have with the other source of energy, whether this is with a person or with some other type of outside source. I actually don't feel like this is really too internal for most of you, Aries. The Five of Wands talks about blockages, right? This is the card of quite literally just conflict, right? So when you see these two cards coming in together, it's never really a good sign, Aries, especially when it's clarifying the devil. This is how this devil is really playing this role in your life. And with this Nine of Cups coming in here in the reverse, this is very much so counterintuitive to your own energy. This is something that I really see this as being like a major distraction and throwing you off, Aries. This is like an energy, super random, but it's like this, whatever this devil is, if this is in shape of a person, this gives me this idea of where it's like, because you're having to deal with this energy, Aries, it's almost like distracting you and you're falling back into other bad habits potentially, right? Maybe you've been eating like trash recently, we're just gonna be honest, right? Maybe you've been eating a bunch of junk food, emotionally eating, darling, right? Maybe you haven't been working out as much as you used to, right? Maybe some of your routines are failing, or just you're not able to upkeep some of your routines that you normally have, Aries. So it's a good time right now to really keep get yourself back into alignment when it comes to just with your life in general, making sure that not everything is spiraling in your life or deteriorating just because of this devil presence in your life. Now, obviously, Aries, I'm not going to go into problem solving for y'all because it's all different. For like, this devil's going to look differently and handled extremely differently for everybody, right? So really what I would suggest is identify what this devil is, because this is what's quite literally causing that blockage and keeping you from your money, keeping you from your pot of gold, your cornucopia, whatever that looks like for you, right? Just your overall stability, what it is that you're trying to, I always see like the Ace of Pentacles as like what the focal point of what it is you're trying to bring into the earth, into the physical, right? Because the Pentacles, it represents that physical energy. So yeah, this feel as if, Aries, you've been experiencing some type of blockage when it comes to your money, or just any type of just slowness, or feeling like you've been stuck. Look at and see if you can identify this devil that's kind of going unnoticed, I feel, for you. Now it's just interesting how it's just playing this role in your life, Aries, and because it just is interesting how it's just like, I feel like it's bleeding out into other things, I suppose. But I'm gonna just drop it from there. Aries, just make sure that you identify this devil. So now let's see how this week continues to progress for you, Aries. What does your week continue to progress to? All right, so we have the Two of Wands. So this is a card of planning, card of really trying to figure out your next step forward. What is you figuring out your next move, Aries. So this is showing to me that at the very least, you guys are in this active stage of thinking long term. You're not really getting too stuck or allowing this energy to just overwhelm you where you're shutting down, right? You are aware that you have to make some type of plan for the future. You can't just be sitting in this state. There's some type of change that has to be made, right? And so then we have the Nine of Wands in the reverse, the Knight of Swords, and the Four of Pentacles coming in here. So the thing is, this is the resistance, Aries. I do get the sense that you do want to move on, but at the same time, it feels almost as if you want to just like pretend like a certain part of your portion, like a certain portion of your life, a certain portion just didn't happen, right? It's almost as if you want to just skip this portion and just be like, can we just like fix these like kinks and just go back to normal and continue like growing things, right? This Knight of Swords coming in with this Four of Pentacles, this lets me know if you guys like overall, like you guys are making pretty good grounds, making good investments in the things that you are actively wanting to do. But it's because of just like this hiccup, essentially, Aries, this hiccup with this devil here, that it's kind of throwing a wrench in all of your plans. And so when I see this Nine of Wands in the reverse as well, it has me thinking, Aries, of where it feels like you just don't want to let go of this situation. Because with this Knight of Swords and this Four of Pentacles showing to me where it's like at one point it was looking good. So really figure out what that wrench in the plans was. I don't know what my cat's doing right now. She's being crazy. So yeah, Aries, this is really gonna just be a week of like you planning out your next step. So I know I don't really have the answers to this, I suppose, obviously, but let's get to some advice from your spirit guides this week. Aries, let's see what's going on for your spirit guides, what perspective your spirit guides have. Queen of Wands, so this is your energy, Aries, right? Obviously gender doesn't matter, it's fire element, just as you are. Queen of Wands represents you just kind of like going out on your own, you kind of like taking your passion and just like kind of following through. Aries, you being unapologetically yourself, which is something that you don't ever struggle with at all, Aries. Strength card coming in the reverse, Page of Cups, and the Three of Wands in the reverse here. Interesting dynamic, Aries. I am getting this sense here, Strength card in the reverse. Temptation might be coming at your door, I feel. Temptation might be coming at your door, and I may be coming back in, Aries, in the shape of this devil, right? I feel like this is kind of going to be like your problem thing, I was gonna like use the example of like herpes, but no. With like glitter, once like glitter gets in the house, like you're gonna be wearing glitter, you're gonna be finding glitter for like months to come, sort of thing. This kind of feels like what this devil is like, this is your glitter, where it's like Now that where it's like you're gonna constantly have to be putting work towards this to have there be any type of growth, to have there be any type of development, Aries. And I feel almost as if, how would I put this? I feel like you're going to constantly be presented with the temptation of like re-engaging back with this devil, and you're going to have to continuously like reminding yourself of what it is that you're trying to accomplish, and thinking of the bigger picture on things. Three of Wands in the reverse with the Strength card shows to me this sense of where this is gonna be really hard for you, Aries, for you to really like maintain, like to keep it like your poker face, as I would like to say. Now I don't want to just come in the sense of where it's like an ex knocking on your door or what have you. Again, it's just going to come in with this devil and figuring out what this devil looks like. But I don't feel like it's going to be like a one and done sort of thing, Aries. You're going to be consistently dealing with temptations in different formats, and you're going to have to consistently put work into resisting those temptations. It's not going to just be like all right, wash my hands clean of this, now I can continue the next phase of my life. No, it's going to be something that you have to consciously, continuously work at, Aries. So now let's take a look at, Aries, what good things are in the works for you, right? What good things are in the works for my beautiful Aries? All right, so we have the Three of Cups coming in here, the Nine of Swords coming in here, and then the Four of Cups as well, Aries. Interesting dynamic, because in this sense, this is letting me know of like a group victory, right? This lets me know something that you really weren't feeling confident about with this Nine of Swords and this Four of Cups coming in here, where it's almost as if you were worried about like you missing your chance, Aries. And this is coming in just as like a direct message of where it's like you did not miss your chance. It's not too late, right? Get out of your head, Aries. It does seem to me like you guys are coming into like, be careful about your cynical nature, Aries. I'm not saying you yourself are cynical, Aries. I just feel like this is like, especially when we're having a lot of stuff thrown at us from the universe, it can be very easy to start developing like a victim mindset, or like start feeling very cynical about the world, not seeing the good in the world. Something I just want to point out, Aries, is just to keep a watch of that. But Three Cups comes in here as just like a nice like touch of where it's like, while you have been super anxious about, well, what is it that you've been anxious about actually, Aries? We have the Chariot card. So movement. So have you been just feeling stale, Aries? Have you been feeling stale? Have you been feeling as if you haven't been going down the right path? Emperor card in the reverse coming up for you. Yeah, so you've been almost worried about the direction of where your life is going, and is as if, and also use your words, okay? I'm trying to get it out properly. It's as if, Aries, you're just kind of concerned about where, again, in terms of like where your actions are going to be taking you, like 2 years down the road, 5 years down the road. And I'm here to tell you, Aries, that you are definitely like, there's definitely some good news looking like that for this Three of Cups here, this celebration, right? You just have to really get over this like cynical nature that you guys seem to be having with this, where you feel like it's too late for you to have your own success, too late for you to have your moments to shine, really, right? Because I do feel as if like this Chariot card and Emperor card coming in the reverse shows to me where it's like maybe there's been stillness in some facet of your life, some aspect of your life. And so I see some forward movement, some action happening pretty soon, to shake things up for you and to bring forth a good message. So let's see here. Ten of Cups coming in here. So this is the happy family card, darling. This is the cup of just overall fulfillment, happiness, contentment. Like this is, you can't really get much of a better card for this, because this not only encompasses like your family, like your personal close people in your life, right? It shows to you this sense of like emotionally you're taken care of. And so it's going to look differently for each Aries, right? Maybe you're emotional, and I feel like it's kind of attached to the Nine of Swords, where it's like you're having anxiety about maybe like a family situation, friend situation, and this is going to be remedied, right? The message coming in is going to be, it's going to solve itself, Aries. So don't be stressing out too much. But if this isn't, some of y'all have been having your anxiety about your job and wondering if you've lost your touch, and like if it's like too late for you to continue growing, if it's too late for whatever, right? Maybe maybe your happiness, maybe your fulfillment comes in from your job, and that's what's coming in as. Aries, so take the messages as you will with this. Like, your story does definitely get better. Aries, I do see you guys just kind of like, you guys, I don't know why it bothers me a little bit, Aries, but it feels like you guys feel a little bit unempowered right now. You feel unempowered in a situation in your life, and I don't know really how to help you with that, right? Because I can tell you all these cards that like are letting you know that you're like, things are looking good. King of Pentacles, you have the Midas touch, right? But the thing is with the King of Pentacles, this King of Pentacles, only his touch turns things to gold only when he himself has the confidence, right? The King of Pentacles is very sure of like what it is that he's building, right? He knows that success doesn't happen overnight, Aries, and I feel like you need to remind yourself of that as well, is that success doesn't happen overnight. And so naturally, like, just because you're not going as quickly as you thought you would like to be, and I know this is kind of a similar message from last week here, doesn't mean you're not having growth. So remember that, Aries. But that is the weekly reading that I have for you, darling, for the month of July. If you enjoyed this reading, let me know in the comments below. Give this video a like and subscribe. And if you'd like to book a private personal reading with me, Aries, my website is just simplyvelca.com. I leave it linked down below with my social medias, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, all just SimplyVelca. And yeah, Aries, if you have a friend that's into tarot, or even if they're not, send them one of their Zodiac videos and maybe they'll find a message that resonates with them too. Till next time though, Aries, I love you so much. Bye.